Hello, good evening, welcome, hi, Michelle here again with the vlog, and Tanapi's feeling strange today. Here you go. Sorry about this. Professionalism! There you go, this looks really cute now. There we go. And Fawkes is also taking a nap. And Sherlock's sitting there. Yep, see, professionalism, this is the high quality professionalism you've come to expect from this series. Because, yeah, seriously, I'm doing this for me. But anyway, how are you all? Progress on the printer. See? It has a floor now, which covers up all the wires. Because I had spaghetti, rainbow spaghetti everywhere. It was great. But now it's all covered up nice and neat. But I'm pretty sure if I need to, I can get back into it. Just a few screws to unscrew, so if there's a problem, I can find it. Which will be fun. Building it's the easy part. Gonna have to learn the software. This is issue 63, so obviously we're quite far in advance in the actual learning the software, but yeah, it's kind of, it is, you know, it's all step by step, so it should be relatively straightforward once I actually sit my bum down and start doing it. And it gives you little projects as well, you know. So once I actually sit down and start doing it, then hopefully it should make sense. But it's getting the time to sit down and do it, and finding the time when I'm awake enough to concentrate and doing it, and then, you know, just learning as I go. So there's that. But hey, self-improvement, learning new skills. You know, and I'll be learning to vector and do, like, make 3D images, even if not. I mean, obviously the idea is to be able to make little funky things that I can print myself, because that's the whole point. But I mean, it's still learning 3D art, you know, just make little 3D things in space, so that'd be fun. Maybe I make my own brain felt my own changeling. I make my avatar for my game. But anyway, that's not what you're here to talk. That's not what you're here for. That's what you want to know. Well, maybe you do. Maybe now I'm talking about my 3D printing. You want to know more about it. But that's not for today. What we get is the book with the questions that I answer, because it gives me something to talk about other than whatever else is going on in my life. Saturday night, kicking it, right? Ooh, which TV character reminds you of yourself and why? Haven't seen a lot of modern TV. You know, like stuff that's sort of current. With, say, the exception of the latest episodes of My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. So I genuinely can talk about that, because I often said that I feel most of the time I'm Fluttershy, but I want to be Pinkie Pie. And what I mean by that is I'm more introverted, the way Flutz is. And I wish I could. I can be gregarious sometimes. Well, I want to be, but I'm not as completely out there as Pinkie is. But, you know, it's something to aspire to. But I'd say definitely kind of more Fluttershy in the shyness. But I'm more gregarious. I don't know, maybe somewhere between the two. Yeah, kind of Pinkie shy. Just like other TV characters, I guess it doesn't have to be contemporary television, so that's okay. Just trying to think what shows I like. I'm currently working my way through Stargate SG-1 again. Love that show. Should I think, do I rate 21? Maybe Valor. I'm not as smart as she is, but, you know, that outsider. 18 years, I haven't had quite as hard a life as she's had. Although she was a gold queen for a while, so there is that going for her. Valor Maldoran. She's cool. Do I relate to, or do I think I'm like? Reminds me of myself. Okay, kind of rant mode warning. Mum, who likes, for some inexplicable reason, still likes Big Bang Theory. And she goes, "Oh, you're so like Sheldon. You're such a Sheldon." I'm like, I've never even watched the show. And to her credit, my sister says, "No, you're not." But it's because he's a bit particular about certain things. And you know what? If she meant purely as smart as he is, and with his good memory, and other stuff, not necessarily his apparent autism. I don't know. I didn't watch enough of the show to find out. I'm not a big fan of it. A few episodes. I've watched a couple of episodes. I thought they were okay, but it's never pulled me in enough to actually want to watch it. Socially awkward, maybe, but by all accounts, the dude's a certified genius. So I guess in that sense, I'll take the compliment. But if it's just because, oh, you're a bit particular, you're a bit fussy, so what? I get ragged on. I realise this isn't directly answering the question, but I did. I'm like Fluttershy. There you go. I get ragged on for the way my DVDs are. Oh, you're so fussy about your DVD. I'm sure we've discussed this before, but look at that collection. I'm assuming that's in frame. Look at all that. And yes, books as well, and my books have a particular order to them as well. You cannot have a collection of anything that is that large without tidying it and organising it and having a system. You just can't. You wouldn't know where anything is. You probably end up with 10 copies of one thing because you already had a copy. And that isn't even the full collection. I've got in the brown cupboards there, just by the telly, look at this. So even that I admit all that lot could probably be better organised, but I'm in the process of doing that now. That's why. See, the bottom corner there is where the rest of the printer parts are. So whilst that hole's empty, I'll be able to do more with it and then sort out all this stuff. But anyway, sorry, getting the angle right. These brown towers here, they're my Doctor Who DVDs, and yes, all of them, all full up. Actually, to be fair, the most of one side of the door is my Big Finish. Over there, if you can see past the ignore what the cushions say, and right in the corner, I can't tell if the doorway's there. That's my Disney DVDs, and of course, over my shoulder here are my Sherlock Holmes and comic book movies. Because I realised I was getting quite a lot of comic book projects. So yes, if being a bit fussy and careful with my stuff and wanting things organised is a bad thing, then how? Like I said, it's a vast collection. I bet even if you've got a collection of 10 colouring pencils, I bet you've still got. I always put mine in rainbow order. Maybe you leave them in the order that they were originally arranged, but it's still an order. Maybe you just keep them in a pencil case, so it doesn't matter the order. If they're in a loosened pencil case, then fair enough. But they're still in a pencil case. They're not just spread wildly here, there, and everywhere. So excuse me. Sorry, hiccups. Excuse me. So who do I remind myself? Who reminds me of me? I don't know. There are people. I think it's more of the characters I aspire to. I always, before I fully understood, what it meant. We could be completely emotionless. I'm not completely emotionless. But I've always admired Data. That kind of. Not the unemotional part, but the logic. I don't know. I guess it's like a kid thing. As an adult, I sort of realised, oh wait, no, I can't be like that, so it's harder to relate to. But that innocence, that complete wonder, I can totally relate to. I'm not saying Data reminds me of me, but I aspire to have that much love and awe in the world around me, even if you're smart enough to know what's what. But yeah, I guess to answer the question, the person who the character reminds me of me the most in awkwardness, probably Fluttershy, or maybe more, maybe Twilight would be more accurate because she's a bit more bookish, and I try to be a bit more bookish. Whereas Flux is a more gentle soul. I don't think Twilight's quite as colourful. I'm not as sensitive as Fluttershy is, so maybe. Yeah. I feel like Fluttershy aspires to be Pinkie Pie, probably closer to Twilight Sparkle. There you go. And definitely not Sheldon Cooper. I'm here on Twitter if you want to follow me. That'd be awesome. And yeah, if you could subscribe, that'd be amazing. Because it'll help my numbers, and who knows, maybe people will actually notice I exist. That'll be fun. Otherwise, yeah, if you think this was a good rant, fair enough. Who reminds you of you? You know, if you got your characters you like, please feel free to talk to me. Like I said, there's only 35 of you. It's easy for me to keep up. But yeah, in the meantime, as always, thank you for watching. I've been Michelle, you've been listening, and I will see you tomorrow.